Assalamualaikum. I am Imran Salim and you are watching my channel Infolog. So now I am going to teach you about tenses, that what are tenses and main types of tenses. So nowadays English is very common language that everyone in our world is speaking English, even in uh, other country, even in he's living in Pakistan, Australia, Saudi Arabia, and even in other countries. English is an international language. So, for speaking English and understanding English, we have to um, we have to gain a little knowledge about tenses. That what are tenses? So, today here's only introduction about tenses. So let's move on. So yeah, this is so what is tenses? You can read here. You can write down notes. Here is the definition. Tense. What is tense? Tense is the type of verb that takes to show the time it happened. Yep. That what is the time? Yeah, what is the time? What the time will be, and what the time we spent. Yeah, this is called tense. Now we are going to introduce you the main types of tenses, three main tenses. Three main tenses are: one is present. Present tense is the things that are true when words are spoken or written are called present tense. Present tense, again we are I am telling you that things that are true when words are spoken or written. For example, here is your you can see the example here. She goes to school. She goes to school. In this sentence, goes is a present tense because when a tense when a tense when we write tense, when we see a tense, or when a man speaks a tense and he use es before after the verb he use es or s, then it means that it is the present tense. So the second one is past tense. The definition is here: things that were true before the words were spoken or written. It's mean that past tense is the time we spent in yesterday, previous yesterday, is called past tense. So here is an example. Yeah, this is the example. She went to school. In this tense, went is showing that it is past tense. When a man uses second form of any verb, then it's mean it is past tense, that the time is no more, uh, and either you can see that the time is passed by you in yesterday, or the minutes you are spending, that will be past tense. Or not spending, even you, the time you, the minute you are, you have spent before this minute you are spent the time, that will be past tense. Now we move on future tense. That what is future tense? Future tense that defines as things that will true, things that will true in present. Let's say present tense things that are true, in past things that were true, and future things that will be true after the words are spoken or written. For example, here is an example of she will go to school. In this tense, will is showing that it is future tense, because when a man speaks or use will, then he is telling you about his future, that he is talking about future. Understand? Now more about tense is that here are some problems, that tenses can be shown by changing the spellings of a verb. For example, be can become an, am, is, and are in present tense. For example, the man is talking and he use am, is, and are, then it means that it is also a present tense. You have to feel no nervous before a person, and you now you will talk in English, you can speak in English. Okay, now more about past tense. That before this I've told you about past tense, that the second form of a verb used in the tense, that will be past tense, and a man can be used was and were in the tense, that will be a past tense. Now future tense is already told you that there is no change today, and nowadays future tense will be the same of that. I've told you about, already told you that the by adding will before verb, that will be a future tense. So this was a little introduction about tenses, and next day I will further more about tenses, and I will tell you that more types. There are 12 types of tenses. I will tell you in next videos. We'll discuss a little in all the videos, and hopefully that you like my video, uh, and I hope that you will be trained in this video section that is introduced by Infolog, and you'll feel free to speak in English, to write in English, understanding in English. So I don't think that English is very difficult language. English is so easy language for all of you. So please subscribe my channel and hit the like button, and goodbye. Allah Hafiz, take care.